...2023 presidency. Jonathan Shatters PDP's hope. Wow. I know that because of the G5 crisis in PDP with Atiku and with IU, the party chairman, rumors came out that Jonathan was approached to intervene in the crisis to bring peace to the party. It looks like something is not working here. Let's see what they have to say. This is Jonathan Shatters PDP hope. So the fragile attempt by leaders of the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, to reconcile the G5 governors with the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, may have finally collapsed following former President Goodluck Jonathan's refusal to mediate in the crisis. The collapse has also been tied to new antics deployed by the 5 governors to stop supporters of Atiku from campaigning in Rivers, Oyo, Benue, Enugu, and Abia ahead of the next year's presidential election. A fortnight ago, Atiku, in company with some PDP leaders, had met with Jonathan at his Abuja residence, to ask for his support in prevailing on the 5 aggrieved governors to support his presidential bid. Few days after the visit, Wike revealed how Atiku in 2015 refused to support Jonathan, and also explained how the presidential candidate insisted that the ticket be relinquished by the former leader. Since the revelation by Wike, Atiku's camp has neither denied nor confirmed the allegation. Instead, the camp has maintained a loud silence. Beside Wike of Rivers State, other members of the G5 governors are Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, Samuel Otom of Benue State, Okeze Ikpeazu of Abia State, and Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi of Enugu State. Attempts to woo Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State into the group did not yield the desired result. Saturday's Sun gathered that allies of President Jonathan have advanced reasons for the former president's apathy towards performing any mediatory role. A close ally to Jonathan, who didn't want to be named, said the former president had yet to forgive Atiku for conniving with some governors in 2015 to humiliate him despite his many appeals. He said though Wike might likely listen to Jonathan and soft pedal, he noted that the former president feels slighted that his relevance was only appreciated by Atiku and his men every 4 years when the latter is running for elections. The source revealed how Atiku snubbed Jonathan and refused to give him any space to the people the former president nominated to serve as members of Atiku's campaign organization in 2019. He said Atiku only visited Jonathan before the primaries in 2019 and snubbed him thereafter as soon as he secured his ticket. The former president's ally wondered why Atiku has suddenly remembered Jonathan to again help him in reconciling aggrieved governors of the party. With Jonathan's refusal to help mediate, Saturday's Sun has gathered that Atiku has decided to move on without the G5 governors and has also approved some measures expected to be taken in the coming days in weakening the rank and file of the governors. He also gathered that the first phase started during the week with pockets of protest in Abuja by Atiku supporters calling for the resignation of the Chief Justice of the Federation, Tajuddin Ariwoola, following a statement credited to him wherein he allegedly took sides with the G5 governors. The second phase, it has been gathered, is also to set up covert campaign structures in the 5 states of Rivers, Oyo, Benue, Enugu, and Abia. The covert structure, it was further gathered, is to infiltrate the various communities and PDP leaders who are secretly rooting for Atiku. The source said any attempt by Atiku supporters to openly canvass votes in the 5 states being governed by the G5 governors might lead to a serious face-off that may not work out in their favor. Wow. So this is what is happening now to Atiku. Just like I said at the beginning, rumor came in that Atiku's camp were trying to beg Jonathan to help them to mediate and reconcile the rift they have with the G5 governors. But unfortunately, Wike already came out and recounted how Atiku frustrated Jonathan in 2015. How Jonathan begged Atiku to help, all right, so that he can continue. But Atiku did not help him. Rather, Atiku turned him down. And then in 2019, Atiku came to beg Jonathan to help him. And after Jonathan had actually helped him, he snubbed at Jonathan when he secured the presidential ticket as a flag bearer for PDP until he lost and he didn't win. Buhari won that 2019 election again. So with all of this on ground, it is obvious that Jonathan had not forgiven Atiku with all of those past actions that Atiku had against him. I think sometime in last month, we saw when Atiku with his team went to meet Jonathan in his Abuja house to align with him to beg him for help, but all of that had not produced result, having remembered all that Atiku did to Jonathan in 2015 and then in 2019. So with that happening now, it means that the fracas between Wike and his G5 governors and the PDP leadership is still going on and is far from being resolved. So following that resolution now, what is happening is that Atiku had decided to move on with his life since nobody is ready to help him and the G5 governors are not ready to back down. And so he's going down, setting up ad hoc committees and ad hoc campaign committees that will help him penetrate some locations, especially some within those aggrieved states. And so they are saying that setting up what they call there's a word they call those teams that will help him penetrate the grassroots. All right, penetrate the grassroots of those states that are governed by the aggrieved governors, because any attempt to do an open campaign in those states will lead to something that they will not be able to control. Wow. So it means that Atiku is going to move on without the G5 governors, and that is going to be difficult for him, but he has no option but to move on because already these aggrieved governors are already cutting deep into the PDP and it's affecting Atiku's campaign progress seriously. Atiku's campaign is just moving sluggishly. It has not gone anywhere. It has not gone anywhere. And the PDP is weakening faster and weakening by the day. So it means that it's only the North that PDP might get just a bit of votes. Might just get a bit of votes, but it's not going to get exactly what he wants across the country. That is what I see from here. So Jonathan had disappointed, paid Atiku back in his own coin, in relation to what Atiku did to him in 2015 and in 2019. This is a huge blow. This is a huge blow. All right? This is a huge blow. So somebody is saying here in the comment section, you people are dreaming. Nigerian youths are fully ready to take back their country. Enough of your antics. We need something new. I mean brand new. And that is Obidati. Wow. Somebody said, absolutely. That is absolutely, my guy. That is the final decision. No retreat, no surrender. You are correct. A lot of people are saying it, all of that. Some other person is saying here, Atiku will defeat Wike and his cohort even in their respective states. A meeting was recently held in Oyo State across the 33 local government where it was decided that they will work for Atiku. Well, that is just one of 36 states. Let's see how the rest will go. Somebody say you are not aware of current political tempo in PDP and impact of G5 governors. Yes. Wow. So he cannot win any southern state? That is another thing. Because this issue of zoning president to the south that Atiku had to, truncate in the PDP to get the presidential ticket is not going down well with the whole south, southwest, southeast, and south-south, and even middle belt. So it's only the north that are saying they will support Atiku in some areas. But even in that north, Tinubu is trying to break through, even though he has not succeeded as expected. But Obidati is also breaking through very well because of the presence of Dati in Labour Party. So a lot of these, already the poll conducted shows that Obi is ahead of all of them. They are not going to be like Obi, I just pray that when Obi wins the election, that they will allow him to take over the country to put this right. Because we have more of unscrupulous politicians than the honest ones right now. And they're all working together to make sure that Obi does not win, so that they will continue to steal and continue to feed fat from the government purse. And God will punish them this time around. Because enough is enough of all of this. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments below.